don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of just making ends meet. See, I want to be blessed. I don't want to be blessed. I want to be blessed to be a blessing. You see, I want to live my life in the overflow. I want to have more than enough. Check this out. Well, it's time for me to start to elevate. Been down too long, time to graduate. Mount up my wings like an eagle, you see. Turn all my dreams to reality. Ain't nothing on this earth gonna hold me back from my heart desires. He promised that if I have faith, if I believe, faith is size of a mustard seed. I want to be blessed, to be a blessing. Prosperous life, no more stressing. That won't know me from the moon to the sun. He'll keep blessing me in every session. I got to do something with this life he give. It's planned for me, that's what I wanna live. As long as I got God on my side, the hater just gonna have to let me fly. Yes, I am in the overflow. In the overflow. I'm blessed when I go. Don't you wanna live in the overflow? Living. Yes, I am in the overflow. In the overflow. I'm blessed when I go. Don't you wanna live in the overflow? Living. Oh, yes, I am in the overflow. In the overflow. I'm blessed when I go. Don't you wanna live in the overflow? Living. Yes, I am in the overflow. In the overflow. I'm blessed when I go. Don't you wanna live in the overflow?
Hey.
See, we got to speak that thing into existence. Because it's gonna happen. You gotta believe it. In your heart, and in your mind, and in your soul. So you gotta repeat this after me. See what you say, so you can say what you heard. I wanna be living. I gotta be living. And I'm gonna live. Come on, you repeat after me. Come on, sing.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey. Hey, so y'all got it. Your blessings on the way. Hey, 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 hey. I want heaven right here on earth. Hey, hey, hey. Don't you want to live in the overflow? Hey, 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 overflow. Hey, bless when I come. Bless when I go. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? And welcome to Overflow, the Everyday People Show. You know what, y'all? This is the only show where anybody, your mama, your cousin, too, can come on and just chop it up with your boy. Listen, y'all, I got the link in the first comment in the comment section. Y'all want to come on live, chop it up with your boys, girls, you know what I'm saying? Just go to the link and come on, we just chop it up. Only thing we ask, y'all share this live. If you come on live, be respectful to those who on here opinions, you know what I'm saying? Be respectful to those opinions. We ain't finna get into no shouting match with each other. Just respect each other's opinion. We're going to respect your opinion. Welcome to Overflow, the Everyday People Show. We got a lot to chop up today. First off, we got some sad news coming out of Houston. An Atlanta rapper Georgia rapper, Atlanta rapper, / Atlanta rapper, shot and killed in Houston early this morning. They say it was over a dice game. There's a lot of speculation going on. They say it was friendly fire, but like I said, there's speculation right now. We're gonna chop that up. We're gonna chop up. We might get into a little bit more Kanye. Why is there the same outrage when people talk about black people, but when you talk about Jews, it's you lose everything. You know what I'm saying? They didn't come out to Kanye until he spoke on the Jews, and I want to know why is that. You know what I'm saying? When he did the White Lives Matter shirt and said slavery didn't happen, nobody came out. Now all the kind of celebrities is coming out against him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not condoning what he did. I'm just saying the actions of others need to be the same. You know what I'm saying? For the other groups. That's all I'm saying. We can talk a little bit about the elections coming up. Super Tuesday is next week. The Republicans are poised to take over the House and the Senate, and they're going to reverse everything that y'all got. They're going to take it all back from y'all. Get ready for it. They're going to put all the Democrats under investigation. They're going to do one thing about the Republicans. They're going to do what they said they're going to do, and they always be on one accord. They don't be all over the place like the Democrats. They be on one accord, whether it's right or wrong. And then the main topic is going to be cheating. We're going to do relationship. Why do people cheat, man? And we're not just going to talk about, it's not going to be a back and forth on why do people cheat. We're going to try to give y'all some clues of what cheating is. I'm trying to learn, you know what I'm saying? Why do people cheat? What can you do to lessen the chances of being cheated on? We're going to chop it up, man. Right now, we got my boy off in this place. My boy Food, what's up, bro?
What's up, y'all?
What it do, homie? What's up, Lisa Ruiz, Darren Bell? Come on, hop on, man. Come on, hop on with your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up, player? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, grown folks talking today, baby. You know what I'm saying? You want to come on live, chop with the boy? You know what I'm saying? You can. But we ask everybody who tuned in right now to please share this live. Share this live to your favorite group, your favorite friends. Tell everybody them crazy folks on. You know what I'm saying? Holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, anyway, y'all share. Please share this. Please share this. That's all we ask y'all to do. We ain't gonna put no GoFundMe at the bottom or no Cash App, send money. You know what I'm saying? It'll be nice y'all send a little money up in here, but I don't think we ask y'all to do is to share this. You know what I'm saying? So we can make this thing, build this thing up a little bit, y'all. Anyway, Food, what's going on with you, bro? You good?
Yeah, same old, same old.
What happened to you last week, man? I chopped up a little something. I ran into a little clip on your group, man.
What you talking about?
Your boy Kid Gravity, you know what I'm saying? Your boy about some stuff we talked about a week before that. But anyway, man, you know what I'm saying? We chopped it up a little bit, man. And we, you know what I'm saying? Just chopped it up a little bit, talked a little bit about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
about the reparations thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, he said there was never no proof found about the reparation thing. You know, but anyway, the election is next Tuesday. I know you're going in there pull the level for the Democrats.
Who?
You know what I'm saying? You.
I voted already.
You voted already. BT, what's going on, man?
What's good? What's good?
The game started yet?
Not yet. We got an hour. We got an hour for the game.
How they gonna do that? They gonna do a double hitter, or they gonna just do
they just gonna do. They were supposed to be a travel day Thursday, so they're gonna play on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, me and BT talking about them Houston Astros, man. They back in the World Series.
Back in the World Series.
Braves can't get back in it, man. Yeah, man. I hope y'all win it, man. I don't want y'all to be like the Buffalo Bills of baseball, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's going on, man? You out there in Houston, man? I know you got the scoop out there, man.
Yeah, man. You know, I voted I voted on Thursday. Yeah, I voted on Thursday, man. I mean, it's a pivotal year, especially for our governor, man. Our governor's race. You know, Beto O'Rourke versus Abbott. Abbott.
And it really don't look good for the Democrats. You know what I'm saying?
No, even though he froze 700 people to death last winter. You know what I'm saying? And,
well, you
I
know,
mean, people don't care about that. And then 19 kids and teachers got killed at Uvalde High School, and he ain't made no legislation about on gun reform after that. 19 kids get killed. All he could say was, it could have been worse.
But see, here's the thing about the Republican Party. They stay on code. They do what Fu say, stay on code. They don't care how bad a candidate is. That's our guy. But Democrat, you know, his policy, man, don't nobody vote on policy no more. Man, let's be honest about it.
Right. You're right. You're right. Democrats, they need a candidate that can walk on water and got all this stuff. Like if one thing wrong that they don't agree with, they Democrats gonna cancel them. That's their problem. That's the reason why. I mean, it's crazy. If Democrats had Republican mentality, they would win every election.
They would never lose. They
would literally never lose. Because liberals they outnumber conservatives by like almost 2-1. Almost 2-1.
I don't think that's true because you have to factor in independence. You have a lot of people who don't say which party they are. So the numbers you can never say what the numbers are because you got a lot of people that just don't vote. Because that's another reason why the Republicans always win is because if you think about what he just said, Republicans win because at any given moment there's the flight of the Republicans saying we're gonna go out and vote, and they know how to talk to their base. They know how to talk to their people to get them to come out. It ain't the same way with the other party because once again, when you start talking about the Republican Party, they're gonna do whatever they say they're gonna do, good or bad. Since the Democrats always flip flop, that's why people they like deflect from the Democratic Party. If the Democratic Party has some fucking balls and actually did some shit besides talking about it, it would be a change. But it's not gonna happen.
But let me ask you something. What did the Republicans do when they wanted something they didn't get? Did they switch party or what did they do?
Them motherfuckers, they go back on code again. They make sure this shit eventually happens because they don't switch. They keep beating you in the head with the same shit.
No, what you know what they do? They go out and get candidates who will do it.
Right.
Democratic voters, they switch. I'm gonna go vote for him this time. I'm gonna stay at home. No, we got to go get people who gonna carry out the policies that we want instead of just crying about the people who in power.
Here's the thing.
That's how the Tea Party formed.
Here's the thing, and
that's how we got Trump.
And I'm going to say this because
he went out anyway.
But I mean, and that's how we got Herschel Walker. They went and you know, they lost the Senate race. So they say, let's go get somebody who's going to regurgitate everything we believe in, and we'll push a button, and he's gonna say whatever we want him to say, and that's Herschel Walker.
Just so y'all know, on Saturday, Stacey Abrams and Warnock was over here in Douglasville, and unfortunately, I missed Warnock by 15 fucking minutes. I'm still mad at that.
What you gonna do, Fu?
I was gonna say exactly what I said. I have a video clip of me speaking because there was a round table. And they let me speak. I'm pretty much the only person with a question, and I spoke on reparations.
Send it to
me. The chair of the Democratic Party, she said what she said, which was BS. So I rebutted her with her words, made her look very stupid. And then basically, I had to leave. Abrams was coming at 4:00. I had to leave to take somebody to the airport. When I came back, of course, I missed her too. But when I came back, one of the county commissioners, she approached me because I was talking to another county commissioner who I'm real cool with, and was saying he came here and he shut it down. He had people on pins and needles with what he said, and he was right. And then the person who runs that round table for the black men or whatever, he wants me to be on future panels. So it was progress because I haven't. I was down with the Democratic Party when I first moved here, but after I was doing what I was doing, I stepped away. So a lot of the people who were there are gone. But I think that now the new people know exactly who I am. And like I said on my video clip, I said what needed to be said. I sent it to you on the messenger.
Yeah. But anyway, y'all, let's get into the first topic. Something else going on out there in Houston, Texas, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all Houston boys trying to mix it up with the ATL boys, man. What's going on out there?
It wasn't us. It was him. It was his own people.
That's what they say, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't heard. That ain't been confirmed, though, is it?
No.
Yeah. So let me play this clip, man. In case y'all don't know what I'm talking about, 1/3 of the group Amigos Takeoff was killed in Houston, Texas. They say it was over a dice game, but that's just preliminary talking. You know what I'm saying? Sound like some gang. With no gang stuff. What is gang banging?
No, I don't think it was gang stuff. It was Negro stuff.
Yeah.
This is a really sad, upsetting day. Takeoff from Amigos was shot and killed. It happened in Houston at a bowling alley, and just the trivial nature of what sets somebody off is really hard to
what happened, and now a 28-year-old man lost his life. But Takeoff and Quavo were in Houston. They've been promoting their new project, Unkin Few, and they were at this bowling alley at around 2:30 in the morning, and they weren't bowling at that point. They were playing dice. There was a group of people around playing dice, and we're told that an altercation broke out at some point. We don't know exactly what it was over. I mean, frequently when you're playing dice, it's about who's winning or losing. And it got physical, and then somebody or somebodies pulled out a gun and started firing. And what you're seeing here is the aftermath. This is sadly Quavo. And for those that don't know, Quavo and Takeoff are related. Quavo is Takeoff's uncle. And in the moments after the shooting, Quavo was crouched down over his body and yelling for anyone to get help. It's incredibly sad moment.
Unbelievable.
For him.
He died at the scene.
Yeah, so in this video, you see Quavo like really distraught. He's on the phone with what sounds like a 911 operator. He's asking, "Hey, is this police?" He's asking, "What does she do?" There was a woman there who was yelling out, I'm a nurse," because at one point had tried to pick up Takeoff, and I guess they were trying to get him in a car to take him to the hospital. She was telling them, "No, don't move him, don't move him." But it's just super sad to see. We've always known them as like a group together. We know their family in real life, but seeing them as celebrities together, and now for them to lose one of the group members in such a tragic way, it's just, I don't know, it's just super sad. He's only 28 years old. Like, it's just sad. I don't even know what to say about it.
And in a, like you said,
Just
this is not a situation. And I know a lot of people here, a rapper died. Oh, they have some beef and there's their feuds. That was not the situation with Takeoff. It was not a.
Yeah. So a lot of people talking about Takeoff. Say Takeoff was the least drama guy in the group, you know what I'm saying? And for this to happen to him, a lot of people outraged about it, you know what I'm saying? But again, another rapper, another shooting, you know what I'm saying? Even they say it was something Jay Prince had going on out there. You know, BT, I know you out there in Houston. You probably got a better scoop than me out there. You know,
I mean, well, yeah. I don't know anything about what the what actually was going on at that bowling alley, but I mean, all right. And this is another thing that people are saying, that, hip hop killed this dude. This wasn't hip hop, this was, this was ignorant folks doing ignorant stuff, and that's what got it. And that's what got killed. I'm not saying Takeoff was doing anything ignorant, because apparently he was just minding his business, because he wasn't a dice shooter, So basically, he was standing by, and then somebody from his entourage, either, I don't know who shot first or whatever.
She said Jay Prince Jr.
Yeah, whoever started shooting, man, and he got caught up in it. It's I don't know, man. It's heartbreaking. It really is. It's senseless. There's no need for it. I mean, we just have to move different nowadays. I mean, you can't be out doing when you're a millionaire. You can't do stuff what you do when you had $1,000. You gotta handle yourself in a different position. I mean, in a different way. I mean, it's unfortunate that you can't do things that you used to do, but that's the way of the world. That's the way of the world when you move up in financial status. You cannot put yourself in positions, to be caught up in that drama. It's just that simple.
I think the reason why people blaming hip hop because the hip hop culture, because gambling and gunplay, all that go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean,
a lot of these popular
granddaddies who never listened to a rap music used to gamble at the gambling shack and cut people with knives and shoot people. That stuff been going on for centuries.
But the artists when singing and rappers when singing about it, well, they didn't have too many rappers back then. Nobody with Curtis Blow, but they weren't rapping about it. It wasn't a glorified thing. You know what I'm saying? I get what y'all saying, but it wasn't glorified like, you know what I'm saying? God, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody could say, God bless the Trey folk. You glorify gambling, so it's a part of the culture, and we got to come to a realization of that. You know what I'm saying?
The issue is that, as usual, we don't control what's going on in our culture. When we was growing up, when you listened to hip hop, you had 20 different dudes sounding 20 different ways, and the music was good. Was it some trash ass rappers? Yeah, but you had 20 different messages. Now it's like the artist has no control. You don't hear a mainstream conscious rapper at all. There is none, because the powers that be do not want them to be mainstream. When we was growing up, we had KRS-One, we had Public Enemy, we had X-Clan, hell, we had Tribe Called Quest. Like, we had groups that was out. De La Soul, we had groups that was out there actually. Poor Righteous Teachers, of course. We had groups that was talking about something. Now everything sounds the same and everything is just about $1, which is the problem. So by them controlling that, of course, I'm not going to sit here and say that people are controlled by the music like to that extreme. But when you constantly putting out that type of bullshit, you're gonna get certain consequences. And in this instance, this ain't got nothing to do with music. This got to do with a dumb motherfucker. Like, plus, once again, there's no way that two artists that got this type of money should pretty much be out in the street shooting dice. Stop the bullshit.
And that's what I'm saying.
That shit's supposed to be going on in the house. So
that's what the culture say do, man. We shoot crap. We still shoot crap, man. We still tote pistols everywhere we go. You know what I'm saying?
Once again, when you are a certain person, you can't move certain ways. Prime example, Nipsey was doing his thing. Nipsey wasn't out in the street playing motherfucking cards and dice. He out in the heart of the motherfucking hood in California. I was out there like a week after he died. I seen that shit. When you want to be down for the people, which is cool, I'm for that, because I'm the same way. I wouldn't change. But I'm not going to put myself in certain situations, because bottom line is, you don't know everybody. You can't trust everybody. You don't know what a person's intentions are. So I'm going to say this again. Why the fuck would you be a millionaire shooting dice in the street? Stop it. No. Am I saying that was supposed to happen? No. But in certain situations, you don't put yourself in certain situations. You just don't. Come on, man. I'm not doing that shit. You sit. I don't know about y'all. My whole life, I'm always moving and I'm looking around. I'm paying attention to certain shit. And when my gut tells me something is wrong, I'm fucking leaving. Certain spots you just don't be at, yo. And in this, the way things going on now, you can't even trust the people who you around. So if that's the case, why the fuck would you be out there, yo? Especially with the women. All these stories about women setting people up. Prime example, Cardi B, who admitted it. You got to be mindful who you're around. But this is not what they think about, because they on some other shit. And I'm speaking like a 45-year-old man. That's the other thing too. I get that. But even back in the day, prime example, the way I grew up, my grandmother raised me. I knew everybody, pretty much all the cats around my way. But guess what? I could not be on a corner. I can't be out there with them. I could be in front of my house. They can come around and we can talk, like one of my close friends or whatever. But I'm not out there with them. Fuck, I'm gonna stand on the corner for? Hell no. I knew better than that. But these cats, they don't think that way. I live in the moment too. I'm the king. I don't give a fuck. But certain shit I'm just not gonna do. There's no. Come on, man. That's like going to the basketball court. But this is my point. That's like going to the basketball court. You super successful, super rich, and you pull out $10,000 out your pocket and be like, who want to play me for it? You asking to get your motherfucking head cracked open.
Right.
Like, who does that shit? Who the fuck does that bullshit?
What the think call these guys got money that they ain't gonna still hang in some of the places that they've been hanging in is what you gonna hang out, be in the house all day?
It's not
you
about
know what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
that's part of the culture. I think that's like the music is part of the culture, man. And we got to come to a realization of that.
Question based on who your son is.
Delores Tucker was right.
Is your son gonna be out on the motherfucking corner shooting dice? Hell no! Stop it.
Well, my son music ain't he don't do that type of music.
Doesn't matter.
He don't do that type of music.
It doesn't matter.
So his music.
It doesn't matter about the music. It matters about the celebrity. What I'm saying is your son is not going to do that because guess what? He's smarter than that. That's the whole thing. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Certain shit I get. You want to go to the hood, say what's up? Yeah. You don't shoot dice in the fucking hood and you're on that level. That's not logical, yo. I don't even care if you high. That don't make no fucking sense. That's dumb as hell.
But you know, it's easy for us to say, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Delores Tucker, we're right. She said this music was eventually gonna destroy our communities, man.
I don't know about that, man, because the music is no different. Like okay, I grew up. We grew up on NWA and the Ghetto Boys and UGKs and all that. They were story. We always explain to our parents that they just telling a story. Why isn't it not storytelling now? You see what I'm saying? I don't understand the difference now.
I guess a lot of these rappers ain't really living that life. Right. They promoting what they think is people want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And all of us is complicit in it because we support it. Let's be honest about it. We support this music.
But living that life ain't got nothing to do with what happened to him. That's the whole point.
I disagree. I disagree, man. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I respect how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think. You know what I'm saying?
What does the music have to do with him playing dice on streets? I want to hear this.
Because of the culture, the gambling and you know having sex with a lot of different women. You know what I'm saying? All of that, man, playing all the women. You know, yeah, but that's part of the culture. That I'm trying to tell you.
What you just said has nothing to do with him playing dice in the street. That's my point. That's nothing to do with music. That has to do with somebody stupid shooting somebody in the hood. Period. That ain't got nothing to do with music.
You want to know why millionaires out on the street corner playing dice, shooting dice. You know what I'm saying? That's why, bro. You got
somebody got an echo.
You got to keep that persona, man. You got to keep that gangster persona. You feel like you got to keep that gangster persona up. I got more money than you. Know what I'm saying? And if 2 millionaires out there, if it's a Jay Prince event, I'm pretty sure all those guys got money. So ain't nobody really losing. It's just a show thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really losing no money, man. How 2 millionaires gonna be on the street corner gambling gonna lose? You can't lose. It's just a fad thing, man, that they doing. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a thought process that they keep. If you moved on from where you grew, and I always say generational cycles. If you've moved on from where you were, I'm not saying don't go back, visit that place of where you came from, because I do that as well. But the thing about it is, some places you have to keep yourself away from as well when you start to, your status quo becomes a little different, because you still have people and you never know who it is. Just my thought and theory. You never know who it is. him going back to where he was, his hood or wherever it was. It might have been some envy ass dude that was like, he made it, but I didn't. So the first word that he felt was wrong, he pops the dude. I don't know exactly what happened with that, but
well, they say it was friendly fire. They say he got shot by his own somebody who with him. You know,
envy probably.
Just a wild shot or something like that.
All right, let's rewind and go back to that guy PNB Rock that was at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Now, he was there and he got robbed because he was wearing all his jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Now, is that the culture? Is that the music? Or is that just us being stupid? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, another thing, that's another element to the gangster rap culture, the robbing crew. The robbing crew. You got rappers who talk about, they rap about robbing folks. And you got teenagers out there robbing, man.
You're right,
Teenagers
but I think
why do you think they doing it?
If music ended tomorrow, people would still rob people.
That's why I like.
All I'm saying is the music has permeated a lot of minds. No,
I don't think
a lot of.
I will agree with that. I will agree with that too. That's just like if you go into, just think about it. That's just like if you went up as a fella guy, you went up into a strip club and they played a certain song and that chick started dancing on that song. Mentally, yeah, that's putting you in a different place. So, and maybe that's not the right analogy, but it sort of compares to when you listening to certain music. I don't feel that music makes you do things. You do that shit. But when you're listening to certain music, yeah, it puts you in a different mindset. So, you know,
I gotta say this to that. Here's my only issue with that argument.
Mm-hmm.
There's people out here who robbing and stealing. They don't listen to no motherfucking music, and they older. They're not listening to that shit. That's why for me, will I say it can possibly be? Yeah, but there's some motherfuckers out here who are just fucking thieves. That means
right.
Period. You got people out here that are just killers. It has nothing to do with the music.
And I understand that part, but I guess it goes back to, you know, how at one point in time, and they may still do it, like they was talking about the what is his name, Led Zeppelin or something, you know, the music that the Ozzy Osbourne, when, you know, they were playing the type of music and the guys were, or the women were dressed with, you know, the black nails, and, you know, they was going out doing I've seen white folks do some crazy shit from listening to music. But again, I have to add to that. That's that person's mindset. You are in control of you. So
why is this only happening in our community? You don't see you don't
I don't
see
think
no,
so.
you don't see all this robbing and dice shooting and all
because
this
we
on the street
focus on our community.
in the Jewish community.
It's already a point.
They don't tolerate.
Yeah, but it's already a point of when you look at the news, that's one of the reasons why I don't. It's already a point of, if you look at the news, if you go to social media, guess what? The first thing you're gonna see is what we fucking did, not the shit they did. Hold on, and I'm gonna tell y'all something that's funny. God forgive me for saying this. That's just like even when we travel to Gatlinburg, Dollywood, or somewhere up in that area. When I turn on the news and look at it, guess what I see? Oh, white man robbed such. It's all white shit. White people doing this shit. But when it comes to, I don't look at the news, because for the simple fact, every time it's put out there, it's more so of us have done some shit and they embark.
Is it their kids? Is it their kids out here robbing? Man, you got 12-year-old kids out here robbing and selling dope and toting pistols and shooting craps.
That's not what she's saying. What she's saying is,
why are they doing it? Why are they doing it?
It's our community who are on mainstream media as the fucking boogeyman, period. So whatever goes on in the hood, that's what they portray. We don't see what goes on in the white community. We don't see them killing their wives, killing their motherfucking kids, and killing themselves and all this other shit. We don't see that. They always, that's the way that they portray us in the media is the same reason why when we go outside the country, while we're looked at it,
exactly,
criminals and motherfucking thugs, there's only one way they portray us. I've been saying it for the longest time. We do not control our own narrative. That is
you don't think we complicit in that?
No,
every time you turn around, the media, the white man.
Because
come on, man.
Okay. So I'm gonna say this.
When are we gonna take personal responsibility for our own community?
Right now, based on the way the media is and how they portray us, all our women are single mothers. All the fathers are pieces of shit and in jail on drugs and shit like that. We all know that's not true because we know multiple 2-parent homes and the parents being together and all that shit. Once again, it's the way we are portrayed, and a person's perception is their reality. We know our reality, but we let other people tell us what our reality is. That's the issue. That's the problem.
Fool. Speaking of that's just like if you turn on the TV, all you see with the commercials is interracial relationships as far as their commercials. It's like, well, damn, can we have do a black man and a black woman not, are they not together? Do they not have kids and their, their parents, there's a 2-parent home? Because it's like everything you see now, it's like the man is black for the most, the man is black, the woman is white. It's even to the point where you have little white girls on there that's supposed to be in an interracial child, but you have all that shit on there. I'm like, damn, do our black men not appreciate the black women? Shit.
Bella, I got
can we focus on us?
Here's the thing.
When are we gonna focus on what we do?
Bella, based on what
we do.
Y'all just keep deflecting to the white man and the media and all that.
I'm not deflecting to what it is. You asking the question.
This is going on in our community. I see this with my own eyes. This is an issue. This is a real issue that we need to start addressing and stop pointing fingers at other people and fix our
let me ask you a question. What are you doing in reference to the issue? What are you doing in reference to the issue?
What you mean what I'm doing in reference to the issue?
What are you doing in reference to the issue? If there's an issue in our community, although where you originally grew up at is basically gone because they've torn it down, but that's still a community over there. There's still the park over there. There's still apartments over there. There's still other things over there. What are you doing to change the narrative of that part of the community?
I set an example. I'll be positive myself. They won't see me gambling. So the only thing I can do is set an example. I can set an example.
To yourself. But you said we need to work on our community. So I asked you, what are you doing?
What you want the white man to do? What you want the white man to do?
I'm talking about you.
Only thing I'm saying, we have a real issue in our community with that. We have a real issue in our community with gun violence in the so-called culture. You know what I'm saying? You know what I do?
It's gonna do that.
I make positive music. That's
what
I do.
You do, and I'm not taking anything from that. But let me say,
you asked me what I do. You asked me what I do.
Positive music, but
positive music out there. And
Robert,
you asked me what I do. I make positive music, spiritual positive music.
Robert, I'm not taking anything from that, but you said the community. So tell me something. What the spiritual positive music? Do you go in the community and have a concert and have it to where you're sitting here providing food for the kids to come out, the space walk and all this shit? Do you do that? We got to set some examples in the community. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I have a nonprofit organization. I may not be able to do everything that I want to do, but what I do is I take my ass downtown at times and feed the needy. I don't like to call them homeless. I go into my own neighborhood because it's so screwed up over there from the people that grew up over there. It's like a ghost town in a sense. The kids don't have anything to do because they've taken away the gym. So we go over there and try to do things in that community. So that's why I asked, what are you doing since you're saying, we need to stop deflecting on the white man? What are you doing?
And another thing we do, graduation time, we bring all the graduates together and we celebrate them. We celebrate the graduates and we have the adults get around and we give them positive messages as they go out into the world. As they go out into the world, we collect money for them and when we give them money. know what I'm saying? And we tell them how and we reaffirm, we reassure them how great they are. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my music, I got gangster rappers on my music talking about Jesus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But on their music, they do the same thing. But I got them to come over to my side and talk about something positive. That's what I do.
And that's good. That's good. And the thing about it is, no, we all can't, go into our old neighborhoods or to a neighborhood and just change the narrative of everything. But sometimes it starts with one. And you know, and it goes from there. Whatever it is you do, no, it's not going to affect everybody. It's not going to be for everybody because everybody is not in tune to, okay, if you went into the neighborhood and there's 20 kids in the neighborhood and they're between the ages of 10 to 15, out of them 20, it might be two of them be like, hey man, I ain't with that shit. I'm finna go over here and take something from somebody else. You gonna have that few that don't participate in what you're doing. But at the same time, while we're sitting there talking about, and I'm not speaking of you, I'm just speaking in general, while we're sitting here talking about what should be in the neighborhoods and what should not be, or what we should be doing, a lot of folks talk that shit, but they don't go to their neighborhoods or they don't go to places because of fear. They don't go in them places to help out.
Because they scared as hell. Because our communities are so off the damn chain, our own people don't want to go in the community. That's why.
Some of them.
Thoughts and prayers go out to Takeoff, his family, the Migos. Obviously, again, this is extremely sad situation that we see all too often. I mean, a 28-year-old rapper, his life early. So as you guys can see, social media is shocked, right? They're shocked over the killing of Takeoff. And again, it's all over social media, including video of the incident, which I'm gonna not scroll too much because then they'll accidentally show the video, which is Takeoff on the ground, bleeding out after being shot in the head or neck. Now, there's a whole lot of rumors about what actually happened here. Okay, they say it was a dice game in which an argument kind of got out of control. And Takeoff, who is a guy who allegedly doesn't speak a lot, he doesn't really say much. He's the quiet part of the group, right? The quiet guy in the group. Apparently, he got caught up in an exchange of gunfire. Now, some people are saying that the person that shot him was actually a part of the Migos group, their entourage or whatever. It was an accident. Again, there's plenty of rumors going on out here. I honestly really don't know yet. It's too early to say for sure exactly what happened. But the point of this video is this. When are we going to have a conversation about the culture? Which, ironically, that is the name of an album, probably the most famous album that the Migos have, called The Culture. Right? When do we have a conversation about the culture that is leading to the deaths of young black men? When are we actually really going to have a real conversation about this? Right? The same conversation we have every day about the white man and how the white man is supposed to be the biggest threat to the black community, right? How the white man is so bad, they're the cause of all our problems, right? We talk about that every single day in the media, but I don't hear nothing from the media about the rampant crime that's going on in these inner cities that is taking the lives of young black men. I don't hear nothing about it. In fact, if you talk about it, you're racist. If you say anything about it, it's racist. But then these people want to go and boo-hoo, whine, and cry every time a rapper dies at the hands of the so-called culture that they love and praise so much that they don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about the problems with the culture, right? Like people like Jamel Hill, who's the #1 race hustler, right? Who's soul sister race hustler #1. She says, quote, I was in college when Biggie and Pac were killed and thought there was no way we'd ever experience anything remotely close to that again. Now it's happening so frequently that you barely have time to recover before someone else killed. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Really, Jamel? You didn't think that this would happen again? You didn't think that a culture, a genre of music that promotes killing and slaughtering black men as some type of, celebration, as a good thing, you didn't think that that would lead to black men being slaughtered in the streets that are influenced by this music? Oh, you didn't think that that would happen again. You didn't think that that would actually be a thing. I don't know why. I don't know why nobody should be surprised by this stuff. I'm not surprised. I saw it this morning. I said, well, I mean, I feel bad for the family. Thoughts and prayers go out to them, but at the same time, it's like, what can I say? What can you really say? I mean, this is the type of stuff that we promote. We're cool with this. We ain't got a problem with this. Nobody is marching in the streets over the lives of dead black men, right? Again, they're killed every single day. Takeoff was just another one, right? I mean, I'm just saying. When conservatives come out here and we speak up about,
so yeah, and I totally agree with him.
Okay, but with that, let me tell you one of my biggest hangups with social media and that type of shit. It's like everybody and their mama want to be the first to post about a celebrity being killed or money, whatever it is. They first to post about that. Everybody want to talk about, well, not everybody. I'm speaking, but it's like you want to talk about this. Why is this way and why is that way? Everybody want to talk about it. I don't see nobody fucking doing shit. It's like everybody want to keep talking about this life was taken. When are we gonna stop? When are we gonna stop? When are you gonna take the fucking initiative to start it in your own area and let it go from there?
And that right there is the only way that it's going to stop.
When it's gonna stop? When it's gonna stop? What are you doing to help stop it?
And based on what you're saying, to be honest with you, and this is the reality that people need to face. The only way the bullshit is going to stop is when we do it in our own motherfucking community. We can't expect the cops to do it. We can't expect the government to do it. This, that, whatever. I don't know if anybody watches the show with
The Shy.
Nah, Forrest Whitaker.
Oh,
playing Bumpy Johnson, and basically, it's certain scenes where you show him doing things to people in his community that was fucking up. Like if you did something, you got dealt with in the community. That's where it needs to go. And unfortunately, most people not gonna do that shit. Maybe when those little small ass towns, maybe it could happen. But the big shit, cats don't want to do that shit because, to be honest with you, there's no more respect. Respect has been gone. Like respecting the game, certain codes and shit like that. That shit been gone. Back in the day, like I said, I'm from Newark, New Jersey. They beat up a nun one day down the street from my house. Who the fuck beats up a nun? Like, are you serious? But that's the way the shit has shifted. And there's literally no respect, no ethics, no morals, no values. It's like that shit got left. I'm not gonna say our generation, maybe like a generation and a half right after us. That shit is done.
So y'all don't agree with him about the culture issue?
I'm not gonna say I don't absolutely agree with that, because it's like,
Joe, what's up, man?
You're coming in and you're talking about when will it stop? And it's one, to me, he sounded kind of negative saying it. He has points. He has valid points. I'm not taking anything from that. But the part, like I said, I get frustrated with is the when will it stop? Even that, and I'm gonna get a little off the subject, but on the subject. It's like, when will it stop with the killing part? But just like y'all add the killing and the marijuana and popping the mollies and whatever else shit they do in the songs, why the fuck y'all still sitting here calling women bitches and hoes in the damn song too? When will that stop? Because that shit is annoying. Everything you hear it's either my girl got a girlfriend, she's a lesbian, she's a whatever she is, or she's a hoe or a bitch.
Kirsten.
Hey, I'm like,
hey y'all.
Hello, how are you?
Hey y'all.
DVP, you sitting back in the cut, man. Are you soaking it all in? You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on them. Come on, man. We waiting on the law enforcement guy to say something, man. You know, you think the culture has permeated into our young kids' mind. So you got 10-year-old kids out here with pistols and stuff now, man. Come on, man.
Darren.
I think it starts with us. It starts with us. You can't keep. They say a person that does the same thing and expect different results. We can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. It's about mindset change. It's about people, places, and things. You are a person that's in the limelight. You are out in you making millions of money, but you still take yourself back to doing the things you was doing before you made it big. Sometimes you have to let people go. You can't just keep. I can't. Some places I don't go anymore because of the things I used to do back in the day. I just don't go there.
Right.
So sometimes you have to take yourself out of the equation. Unfortunately, it's sad that Takeoff passed away this morning, and whatever the circumstance may be, if it was at the hands of his own entourage or his homeboy or whatever the case may be, if we keep willingly taking ourselves to these places where we know these type of things go on, then why are we expecting different results?
Michelle,
And
I don't want you to focus on
but hold
that.
on,
You know
but hold on, but
what about
hold
the
on,
culture?
but hold on, but
I mean,
hold
that
on.
was at a hotel.
That has to do with. It's not about the culture. It's about us. We black, or whatever you want to call your pronoun. We are. It's about us. It ain't about the culture. We always been the culture. I'm so sick of hearing the culture, the culture, the culture. I am tired of hearing that. We are the damn culture. Okay? Everything about us affects everything that goes on in these United States. From our hair, from our music, from our everything. Whatever we put our mindset to and whatever we touch, it has to start with you. You have to change your people, places, and things. And it's real. You can't keep taking. I don't listen. I'm a spoken word artist. In some places I won't go for certain reasons. I just won't go there.
Let me say this. We keep talking about.
You got to take yourself out.
You keep talking about what you're talking about. The grown folks stuff. This stuff has
No.
permeated.
I'm talking about young folks stuff. It affects us all.
This stuff done got into the minds of our kids. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You can not go where you not want to go. But if this music out here poison the kids' mind, then these kids think that's what it's all about.
Okay, so if I was a gangbanger back in the day, and then I make it big out of her, and I'm on the circuit and I'm making big, so I'm gonna take myself back to the same neighborhood of doing the same things I was doing before I made it big, so somebody can come back and get me. Not to say they're not gonna get you wherever you are, but I'm saying sometimes you have to learn how to move forward. What is wrong with moving forward? You can't bring everybody with you when you're trying to elevate.
I'm not specifically talking about Takeoff. I'm talking about
I'm just talking in general.
DVP.
I'm saying in general. You're not understanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
I understand what you're saying.
I'm sure you done some things back in your youth that you don't do no more.
DVP, what year were you a rookie on the police force?
88.
1988. Now, how were the streets then? Was it crime and killing and cracking going on back then?
Hell yeah, 88. There was plenty of crack. I'm sorry.
I'm saying, yeah. This stuff has been going on before the music.
I agree, but you got it's between the ages of 10 and 25 participating in this crime stuff now.
All right,
when I was a teenager, I wasn't thinking about selling no dope and smoking no crack and smoking no weed.
But it don't mean it wasn't out there.
That's here, but that's here. But check this out. If you go like just where food come from, if you go back to Jersey, New York, you go to Chicago, they asses was out there 9 and 10 years old selling dope. And 9 and 10 selling dope.
No, they wouldn't. No, they
Yes,
wouldn't. They weren't doing that back then. They weren't selling dope on the scale.
We ain't talking about a scale. You said 9 and 10 year old kids.
Here's the thing. It's like it's the thing to do now. It's the thing to do now.
Have you ever been to Baltimore? Rob, have you ever been to Baltimore?
Man, I ain't gotta been to Baltimore. I'm from Atlanta.
I've been to Houston.
I'm from Bankhead Coat. Have you ever been to Bankhead Coat? Have you ever been to Bankhead Coat? Have you ever been to Bankhead Coat?
You should know
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Now it
This
might
I
not have
put
happened
it.
in
just want to
it
argue
might not have
about
happened in
everybody.
your hood,
And I
but
know me
check
and
this
my
out.
homeboy, we went selling dope. We went to school. We graduated from high school. We graduated.
It was
Now
you.
these kids
But that
don't
don't
even
mean
graduate,
everybody
man.
else in your
It
neighborhood
was
did. So
you.
you can
You
only
think
speak
about
for
these dudes.
yourself.
Look,
You
y'all,
think
I
about
want
these
look,
dudes
y'all.
when you was in elementary
I
school to where the teachers or the principals already said that
don't
little dude gonna be a troublemaker. He
I don't
ain't
want
gonna
this
make
to
it out of
be.
school.
I don't want this to be a back and forth. I want this to be about where the answers at, man. Where the answers?
It's not a
at? You know
back
what
and
I'm saying?
forth. We was giving you our answers and you didn't like what we had to say, so you made it the back and forth.
Because you're speaking from an adult perspective.
No.
You
I spoke on every level. It affects all of us. It's not just an
DVB, come
adult.
on, let's go.
You have to change your people. Don't dismiss me like that.
Exactly.
You have to change your.
Don't do
You
that.
have to change your people's places and things. And let's keep it real, Rob.
Well,
The
teenagers
things
ain't
that you
thinking
might
about
not
that.
know.
Teenagers ain't
No.
thinking about changing the people, places, and things. Come on with it now. Come on.
No,
And you
but
weren't at
what's
that
wrong
age.
with that?
When
You
you
want
were
a
a teenager,
solution,
you
then that's
weren't
the
thinking that way
solution.
either.
When I was a
You want a
teenager, all
solution,
the
then
thing
that
I
is
was
the
thinking, all the
solution.
thing I was thinking about is getting me a girl.
You want
Okay.
a solution. The
That's all I was
Okay.
solution
thinking about.
is
Okay.
the solution is you change
Darren.
your mindset.
Darren. Hey, honey bun, can you tell the wifey that we're having a sip and shop on December 3rd if she wants to participate? I'm not dealing with Rob ass on this because
listen,
he know he's still here. He's still here talking that bull crap because
y'all
for the simple fact, it's just like I said. Now I'm gonna
Y'all
take
can't
this.
sit
I'm
here and say.
gonna take it to this place. Just like I don't know if y'all watched The Shy, but just like on The Shy, when old boy, hold on, Rob, because you sitting there being rude now. Don't make me come over there where you at. Anyway, but if you that's just like if you take that part from The Shy with old boy them, they was like, fuck the police. We're gonna take over our own neighborhood. And that's what they did. I mean, although it is a show, but shit, that's just like the Black Panther. They did the shit. Hey, take the shit back to some Black Panther type stuff. Go to your own neighborhood, get you some folks, just like we sit here and talk about getting back together for high school reunions and everything else. Take those folks you got at the high school reunions that you communicate with. Hey, man, let's go over here to the neighborhood and see what's going on. Help the elderly. Talk to these damn young boys over here that's doing bullshit. And the young girls out here twerking and every damn thing else at 8, 9 years old. So we're going to talk about the culture. Take your ass back to your culture and help. I'm not saying you, but I'm just speaking in general.
What do you think we had with the music? You don't think the music permeating our kids' mind and got them doing things that the kid normally their age wouldn't be doing?
No. It's we keep dancing on everything. To come up with solutions, you got to know what the problem is. The problem is parents. The problem is respect. It ain't got nothing to do with music. Most of us done played Madden and we ain't never went out and tried for no football team. We done listen to all kind of music. But the stuff that you did in Bankhead Court, the stuff that I did growing up, guess what we did? We made sure our parents didn't find out because there was a level of respect. We did things in dark. We didn't do stuff in front of the house. These kids nowadays are being raised by kids who never got mentored into the system. So they don't care. So guess what? These next group of kids don't care. There is no value placed on life. Fool said something real interesting that we as Black people will not acknowledge. When you go somewhere, if your senses are telling you it ain't safe, leave. But nah, I ain't no chicken. I got to stay here. Oh, nah, I ain't going to do this. It's so many things that we don't do because we don't want to seem like we scared because we don't mind dying, which to me is the stupidest thing going. I got some friends who say, hey, man, let's go out. I'm like, all right, cool. We ain't hung out a minute. Oh, make sure you bring your scrap. I don't want to go. I don't want to go nowhere. When I carry my gun to hang out, it better be for money. Why would I go somewhere why would I go to a club that I need a gun? See, that's already telling me something. And we continue to want to hang around these folks. Like I said earlier, we get so caught up in this whole lifestyle that we think the hood is always for us, and we live in that false mentality. And I don't want to be a spoil sport, but we say this is a sad event. What's so sad about it? It happened every other week. This ought to be commonplace for us. And you know what we do? We do the same thing. Oh, let's pray about it. I ain't knocking no religion, but how long you gonna keep praying before you do something? Before the elders, whether it's us men or the women, start passing this on to the younger generation, because that's what we're skipping. We sit here talking to each other. I think I'm the oldest. I can tell Fu some stuff. Fu can tell the 30-year-old stuff. We got to keep passing it down. Ain't no need them passing it up. Most of this stuff is past me. But all these kids singing about this stuff, and nowadays, what was it? LL Cool J and Cool Mo D went at it. When did they talk about killing each other? When?
Never.
It was about bars. It was never about beatings. And everything now is I gotta prove I'm hard. This whole disrespect thing. When did disrespect involve killing? And we want to police our neighborhoods, but you know why it won't work for the bulk of us? Because we don't want to do it. We like having police there because they can take the shift off us and we can blame them. Because until we accept accountability and responsibility, we're going to keep blaming everything on the white man and the government. Oh, we too close to each other. Oh, we don't have opportunity. A lot of us grew up broke. Fool just said he came from New Jersey. He wasn't well off. I wasn't well off. So why didn't we resort to a life of crime and killing? And I bet if you look at our history, at some point, we had respect for whoever it is we grew up with, whether it was mama, whether it was grandmama, and we didn't want no shit. So even though we did something under the color of darkness, we didn't do nothing that was going to have grandmama or mama on our ass. These kids don't care now. They don't care.
Can I say something, D?
Yeah.
Based on, he said something that just struck a nerve with me. It's 8 of us right now.
Who you talking about? Me?
Darren. It definitely wasn't you. It was Darren. Darren just said something that struck a nerve. We've been talking about doing things within our communities. I don't know these dudes. I'm serious. I don't know one song these dudes made. I know who they are, but I don't know. I don't listen to that shit. Here's my thing. His nephew just died. He has all this clout, celebrity, this, that, whatever. If he has a problem with gun violence because his nephew just got murdered in front of him, I wonder if he's going to do something. Let's see what solution he has. He has the influence. He can go ahead and push. He can push the fuck out of an agenda. Will he go to this Democratic president, and they all talk about this gun violence shit, and say, listen, something needs to change? Or go to his community and say, listen, this shit needs to stop? I guarantee you he ain't going to do shit. Not a goddamn thing. Because no matter what, you can do all this talking. It has to start from the ground up. It can't go from the top to the bottom because they look at it from a whole different perspective. We know what goes on in our communities. We're the ones that have to do this shit. But you got some lazy motherfuckers that don't want to do the work. Period. You got too many parents out here that want to be friends with their kids. Period.
That part.
Fuck that friendship. I'm gonna slap the shit out you. If there's no talking, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. Call diapers. I'm gonna slap shit out of them too. You mine. That's the way it's supposed to be. Motherfuckers are fearful now for no reason. There's universal law for this, and motherfuckers don't forget about it.
And even if you don't strike,
let me say this. You walk up to these kids now, these kids packing. You don't want that heat, man. You don't want no problem.
Robert, why are they packing? Why are they packing? Because parents won't be parents, Robert. You ain't even got to beat your kids, but you do have to be a parent. When kids got unmonitored Facebook pages because their parents don't get the password. See, that's a problem that we got. The parents have dropped out. They're non-existent. So you leave it to cops to regulate your kids because the parents so caught up in wanting to do this, that. Most of these parents still 20 and 30. They regretting having kids early. They trying to live that lifestyle. When you become a parent, if your mindset don't change, you have screwed your kids over. It ain't music. It ain't society. It's their home life. I can sit there and tell you all day long, I can take 20 boys and put them through a program to show them how to do better. But as soon as they go home, if they mama saying, that shit ain't for us, we ain't never doing that, guess what? It's all for naught. It don't matter what we do if it don't start in the household. If it don't start in the household, Kirsten and Bella can't go out telling strange girls how they should act because their mama don't care. So they're going to look at you and be like, bitch, who you talking to? And guess what their mama going to say? Who is you talking to my daughter? See, that ain't the kids. It's the parents. And we don't want to acknowledge, we don't want to blame them for nothing. It's kind of like when I said, All of our parents messed up at some point. But guess what we did? Because we don't want to call them out, we gloss things over. But if we don't start doing better because we know what our parents did, there ain't nobody going to never get better. And we're going to keep saying it's the system. We're going to keep having these same conversations every 3 weeks because somebody else going to get killed with some stupidness. And then we're going to holler, oh, no snitching. Everybody say no snitching until their cousin get killed. Somebody saw something. But last week when it was my cousin, you didn't want to say nothing. Now it's your cousin. So we scared of each other. We want to be cool. And don't nobody care because the parents ain't making them. I can tell you this. When I first started in 88, I had a parent, and it happened with one of them cases not too long ago. The mother brought her child down to the police department because she wasn't going for this shit. It ain't enough parents who are parenting. Everybody having babies, boys and girls having babies. And you know who raising these babies? The streets. And guess who the streets don't care about? The streets don't care about your family. The streets don't care about your mom and your daddy. So if we keep letting the streets raise our kids, then guess what? We're going to keep building prison, and our kids going to keep going to them, and we're going to keep saying how unfair it is. But who is showing them the right way? Who is showing them? See, as you get into the other stuff later, if we wanted these kids to stop saying bitches and hoes, who ran off like 8, 9, 10, 15 groups? Who? When did Public Enemy ever call black women hoes and bitches? When did Carol Rest say that? Chuck D. It was never happening. So we keep talking about what they doing. No.
But then here comes Snoop Dogg. We don't love them hoes.
Where's his music calling girls bitches and hoes? See, these artists can control it, but for the love of money, they will do whatever it takes to sell. Now, if we want to stop, all you gotta do is cut your radio off. Stop buying shit. See, we control that. That ain't no Jew. That ain't no white man. That's on us. Because all we gotta do is stop playing it and stop listening. Then what's gonna happen? They're gonna change their music.
DVP, these young folks, they're listening to their peers' music.
What they listen to their peers, Robert?
Let me get y'all an example. When Bruce Lee made all those movies, what did we do? What we did when we saw the Bruce Lee movies?
Went to karate school.
Thank you. We went outside acting like we know karate because that's what we saw. We saw Bruce Lee.
We go jump on.
Let me finish. When we went and saw the movie Breaking, Crush the Groove, what did we start trying to do? We started trying to pop and lock and do breakdancing because that's what we saw. And that was our young minds saw this, and our young minds wanted. Let me finish. Our young minds wanted to imitate that. So now you take these young kids now. They'll listen to all this gangster rap. What do you think they want to do now?
Robert, we saw Superfly. How many of us became pimps?
Come on, man. Come on.
But you asked the question, Robert. How many of us became pimps? We love Superfly. We love Truck Turner. We didn't do that. We didn't do that, Robert. You can't sit here and say that our minds are so fragile that whatever somebody throw in front of us, we gonna like.
Oh, that's just like saying, so how many hoes we got now from the song? There's some hoes in his house. How many hoes we got now? I understand.
Y'all been defensive, but y'all
no. Listen to me.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Robert.
Y'all get what I'm talking about.
Robert.
I think y'all got what I was talking about.
Robert.
Young minds are very impressionable. These young kids, all they listen to is gangster rap music. This is what they're listening to.
So where the parents at to stop them, Robert?
Wait a minute.
Let Dro and Kirsten say something. Let Dro and Kirsten talk, man. Let Dro and Kirsten talk.
Let me say this real quick, and I'm gonna be quiet. Rob, we listen to NWA, Ice-T, and whoever else. I don't know any of my people who was a cop killer. So stop it. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. What you just said made no sense whatsoever. Any of my friends all of us that listen to that, we ain't do shit to the motherfucking cops. We ain't do none of that shit. Same with what Darren said. Ain't none of us no fucking pimps. We love the movies. That's not an excuse, yo. You cannot compare the two. I'm sorry.
But it goes back to what I was saying. I get what you're saying.
The dope game blew up out the NWA. The dope game did blow up.
I get what you're saying about the music. I do that. I do. And I'm not taking anything away from that. But what I said as well is that is on you. He's 26, 27, 28 years old. You have a mindset of I shouldn't do this shit or I should do this shit. You talking about listening to music. Yes, it can impress you mentally. Because hell, when I look at, and I'm just being real, when I listen to certain music, shit, when I listen to certain music, I want to go tear some shit up. Like, hey, fuck it. I'm just being real.
If it mess with your mind like that, what you think it messing with these kids' mind?
But what I'm getting at is, Robert, what I'm getting at is I'm still in control of that. I'm in control of that. So it's just like if you sit here and say, don't touch the stove.
You have a more mature mind.
I get, but what I'm saying is, it's just like you telling a baby, don't touch that stove. And you told that baby that more than once. The baby went there and touched the stove. Guess what? You've already told them, don't touch the stove. That's on them. That you're teaching them you're teaching them at an early age. So if you're telling them stuff that they should not be doing, and it goes back to what Darren said, yes, I feel like the parents play a major role in this. And if they're out here twerking in the WAP because for the most, we already know it's more so of the women raising these kids. But
Vince say on that words of 2 Line Crew.
Huh?
Yeah, 2 Line Crew. They crunk up the script club real good.
And what did it do? Which one of them songs that we heard about all that sex made us rapists?
Script club started popping up very well.
But none of them songs made us rapists. None of them songs made us athletes.
Hey.
None of them songs made Call of Duty. If these games were so influential, hell, half the population would be in the military. That's all Call of Duty promote, Robert. We can't keep sitting here saying these kids are stupid, but let's give them freedom.
Let Kirsten and Dro say something about this before we move on, man. I ain't mean to cut y'all. You know what I'm saying? We try to chop some listen. Yeah, listen. Okay, you want something to say, Kirsten?
Yeah,
good to see you. First of all, good to see you, Kirsten.
Yes.
How we going over there?
Hold on, Kirsten. I'm sorry. I'm about to hang up because I didn't get no hey, how you doing or nothing when I came on. So I think I need to hang up.
Well, Kirsten is.
No, you stay on. You stay on.
Don't hang up.
Kirsten is an original. Kirsten is original. You know what I'm saying? She's been gone for a couple of weeks. She you know what I'm saying?
I've been gone.
I know she handles a person to be in it right there, you know.
Yeah.
Rubbing the stomach.
Bigger and, doing, just buckling down. I had to buckle down and get the stuff I need to get ready on the back end. So I'm glad to be back. I miss all y'all.
You missed
these conversations.
They were trying to beat me up while you was gone.
Oh, thank you. I just want to say, parents are their children's first teachers. And so, like, although they are listening to music, because music does have a certain influence on you, but it's up to the parents to, like, monitor most of the things what their children are doing, and even talk to them about certain things. Yeah, there are a lot of parents out here trying to be their children friends only. And I don't think it's nothing personally wrong with being your children's friend, but you must be a parent first. Like, there's a line that comes with trying to be their friend, and that should come like at a certain age, because when they get up into they like teenage years and start going through puberty, they need to be able to talk to you like a friend because they need that. But when it comes to them being younger, we set the foundation through like what we teach them, how we live our own life, because they are really paying attention. And that's one thing that I learned early on, like with my children, because children gonna imitate their parents. When they started doing stuff that I know that they got from me, like I started changing a lot of stuff about myself. Like even with anger, like I had to go through anger management, a whole bunch of, like I did a lot of things to become the best parent that I could be to my child. But I think that's the main, because I am a young parent. Because I am a young parent of multiple children, and it's not easy, but you do have to make that conscious decision to be the best role model that you can for your child, because you are their first teacher and like their most important role model. Stop.
Okay, let me play this last video on this about Dion. I thought it was a good thing he gave his team, little pep talk he gave his teammate, his own team, prime time.
I'm just sticking tired of the consistency of people that are influential to you are leaving us consistently. That's our rappers. Takeoff was murdered in a dice game in Houston, where we're going. So that eliminates all y'all leaving that hotel because it ain't happening until I give you further notice. So whatever her name is, whoever she is, parents, everybody, they're gonna come to the hotel to visit you because y'all ain't leaving. Sooner or later, we got to start changing our addresses, guys. That's an analogy saying, I know we this, but we ain't that. We got to leave that behind that we once did. And that's what you guys are. Now you guys are Jackson State royalty. You ain't know, man. You're not whoever you were a year ago. You're not even who you're going to be a year from, which is a blessing. But you can't continuously do the things you've always done and expect to get the results. It's going to have to be a change. All of us have gone through drastic changes. Have we, coaches? Have we, coaches? All of us are still evolving into what God has called us to be, and that's change. You cannot kick it with the same dudes you kicked it with. You cannot kick it with the multitude of women that you kick it with. You cannot associate in the same realms that you associate with. You're going to have to change if you expect change. You can't do it. It's going to come to a time they can talk about you, they can mock you, they can ridicule you, they can cuss you out, they can clown you, whatever they want. But you're going to have to separate sooner or later. You're going to have to disconnect. Sooner or later, you're going to have to. So get that in your spirit. I'm sad because it just seems like it's always us. But we want to say we matter. We want to say we keep it in 100, but it's always us. Now we lose another soldier to some bull junk that when we look back at it, the gentleman going to say that. Now his whole life changed because now he's incarcerated or murdered in a consequence of what transpired. Because you know how the game is played. And I don't want y'all playing that foolish game because y'all are valuable to your families, friends, loved ones, and you're valuable to us. All right, let's think about that. Let's pray for the families. Ain't got no time. Ain't got no time today for foolishness. So let's go get it.
Grimes ain't got no time for foolishness today. All right, y'all, we gonna try to move on. Y'all done with that. We're gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna all agree to disagree.
He said the same thing that I said. You have to change you got to change your address. It was the same thing that I said. You have to change the places and things.
Huh?
What are we disagreeing about?
Nothing. I was just telling Rob
that was those who agree, we're gonna agree with each other. Those who disagree, we don't say we're gonna disagree.
I was just telling you though, you said I was saying stuff for the old people. No, I was saying stuff for everybody. Sometimes you gotta let folks go. You can't stay in the same situation you used to be in. If you're trying to elevate and want something higher.
Okay, we're gonna try to move on. But all I'm saying is that if the music's still there, these young kids' mind gonna still be poisoned. That's all I'm saying.
It is.
Yeah, their mind gonna still be poisoned.
It is. But and let me just give this little small thing on that. That's just like
it better be small too.
Oh, you shut your mouth. That's just like today. No, yesterday. I sat there and listened to a video of your son. And your son.
My son? Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And with the things that your son, has dealt with, endured. One of the biggest things that he said that that touched me was, regardless of, my daddy was there. My daddy did. Because you were you were the influencer, regardless of what you did. He's young, but you still show him a difference. And I'm saying all that to say, you got to go back into your atmosphere of your community and do some different things. Yeah, he didn't grow up in your community, but still, you made a difference with him. And just like you made a difference with him, you can make a difference with those in the neighborhood where you grew up at. Get your Harper High folks that you deal with all the time. Take them back over that's just like when y'all do that big thing out there on the field. I love that. Even though Harper is no longer, y'all still do this. Put something in there for these kids as well. Even if it's a day just for them. Harper High Kids Day. you putting something back into the community for the parents to see, and it may not. You be surprised at the small things that are done that makes a difference. No, it's not gonna change everybody thought process on that, but it'll help somebody. Even if it's one, it's still somebody you drew in. That's just the way I look at it.
All right, we're gonna try to move on. And for the record, y'all, I told him to stomp on the devil, not twerk. We're gonna move on, y'all. We're gonna move on to our relationship question, man.
Oh Lord.
Why do we cheat? The signs. And what can we do to better our relationship to lessen cheating?
I'm signing off. I'm signing off. I ain't talking about cheating. I'm sorry. I'm joking. Go ahead.
Hold on. I got a little video for that too. I got a video for everything. Y'all know that.
Oh Lord.
7 types of cheaters. Can you believe there's 7 different types of cheaters? I've written about it, and now I'm going to share that with you. Stay tuned.
Oh Lord. Wow, 7?
7.
7 types.
Which one
of
you
cheaters.
fall in?
People cheat for different reasons, whether they're men or women. Okay? People cheat. Now, if you're someone who's been cheated on, let me say this to you. It's not your fault. You didn't cause it. It's not about you. It's about them. But let me give you 7 different types of cheaters. Now, I've been working with cheaters for over 30 years. Okay, so let me go through this. Number 1, the hunter cheater. The hunter cheater is actually, they get off on kind of finding the prey, whether that's a weak, low self-esteem, woman, or a president of a company who's a man and a woman wants to go after him, or whatever it is. They are hunting, and they have kind of a profile that they hunt for, and they cheat as a game. Okay? No, it doesn't make sense, but I'm just letting you know. The hero nice guy or woman, this is the person who likes to come into the other person's life, rescue them, help them, be wonderful, be the nice guy or the nice girl, and seducing them along the way. And so then they actually are intentionally moving towards cheating, but they do it from a hero place, and they even leave those relationships as the hero. I need to go be, a good husband or a good wife. I'm a good person. I can't do this anymore. So the hero cheater's its own brand. The next is the wounded cheater. This is the guy or gal who sits in the bar or complains about their life, and they're looking almost for the hero cheater. They're looking for someone to come in and help them and rescue them and pull them out of their pain or their addictions or their drinking or whatever it is. And they're actually seducing that other person as part of the process, and cheating is part of the exchange. Now, the opportunist cheater, okay, this is different. Anybody, anytime, anywhere. Doesn't matter what size, what color, sometimes not even the gender. It doesn't matter. As long as there's an opportunity, they're wanting to cheat, okay? And so this one's a little hard to understand because there's no matrix.
right now, women.
It could be a girl at Burger King. It could be the vice president of a company, and that could all be in the same week. Okay, so there's no matrix for the opportunities. It's just, wow, there's some energy. Let's use it. Let's capitalize on it. Let's cheat. The professional cheater, this is the person who wants paid services only. Whether it's a man or woman, they want the confidentiality. They want to feel safe. They want to cheat. They want to make sure it's not going to impact their whole life. So they tend to go the professional version, or this is someone who maybe struggles with intimacy anorexia or doesn't know how to have a relationship really, but they want sex. So professionals provide a great outlet for that. And so that's the professional cheater. The fetish cheater is someone who is looking for a very particular fetish act. And they will only cheat as it relates to the specific fetish that they're involved with, okay? Now, lastly is someone who has a sex addiction who is acting out of their addiction, okay? They might start with porn, but now they got into strip clubs, or they got into prostitutes, or they got into going to bars and seeing what they can find, but they are acting in a very addictive way, okay? Now, this might be the first
All right, so y'all agree with all those cheaters?
He ain't say nothing about the music. He ain't say nothing about the music.
Don't start that. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
That's the eighth one, DVP. That's the eighth one.
Well, I cut it short. I thought y'all were tired.
He kind of lost me, sort of. But,
I caught some of the stuff he said. No, I caught it.
Because I was like, okay, wait a minute. He said professional cheater, and that's the person. I'm like, well, wait, professional.
The professional cheater, they want to keep their wife.
Money
they want to keep their life and their wife, but they want to have sex with somebody else. So
they'd rather
pay for it. I'd rather pay for it than go about my business.
That ain't a cheater. If he paying, he ain't cheating. That's a whole different illegal category. Can we start with the first one when he said
you would have to ask his wife about that if that's cheating.
That shouldn't have been in that shouldn't have been in the group. Is that what you're saying?
So if your wife go pay for sex, that ain't cheating?
No, it didn't come off right to me what he said, the professional. And I'm like, well, is he talking about the cheater or is he talking about the professional prostitute or something? Because it kind of threw me off like professional.
Well, first of all, he full of shit when he said it ain't your fault because something we know. I bet we all know somebody who's been forced to stay in a relationship because somebody keep threatening them or doing crazy shit. So yeah, some people do cheat because they're forced to cheat because leaving ain't a real option for safety reasons or for professional reasons. So he was already full of shit because it's 2 minutes. If you leave, I'm gonna do this. So they stay unhappily and they creep on the side. So yeah, some people do force people to cheat, whether we want to accept that reality or not.
So that's okay.
I ain't saying it was okay. We talking about his crazy self. I don't know why you couldn't find somebody black, because maybe that's what white people do. Find some black people.
He made some sense though.
Black people don't like it. Thank you.
He did.
He really made some sense when it comes to certain kind of cheaters.
So it made a difference between a cheater and cheating. Is it a difference between a cheater and cheating? Is a cheater is that somebody that does this like often or a lot, and the person that cheats?
He's just giving you reasons why certain people cheat.
Let me say this before I go. A lot of people who are being cheated on are in a relationship by themselves in the first place. See, if you don't establish that ground rule that we are in a monogamous relationship, the cheating is all in your head because some of y'all women have been in a relationship and didn't even know it. Y'all had a whole boyfriend and he didn't tell you.
You better talk to me and tell me, because if you don't, and that's my biggest thing. And I've had conversation with some of my girlfriends, and I get pissed off with them because you sitting here telling me, well, he went out with such and such and such. I'm like, well, wait a minute, hold on. Have y'all had a conversation? Are y'all exclusive? Did y'all have this conversation where y'all are just one? No, well, you can't say he cheated. Y'all ain't together.
See, yeah. So cheating needs to be defined by both parties, not just one. This cheating got to be. We both got to be on the same wavelength. Because if I say I can be in a committed relationship, but there's a word that goes with committed or it don't exist. If we don't throw the M word in there, then I'm committed to you. I play on the side. It's all the devil's in the details.
I ain't with that shit.
No.
But if you don't have the conversation, everybody, I thought you knew what it meant, because don't nobody want to talk because everybody's scared of the definitions.
You saying you have to be married to get cheated on?
No.
Was that an M?
The M was for monogamy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like marriage. Okay.
No, that's because, but don't nobody want to have a conversation. Everybody want to think we thinking the same thing, and we not.
That's my biggest issue right there, especially with us as women. I seen a meme which I thought was so funny, and some women got upset about it. It said the meme said, I've been dating this guy for 7 months, and he asked me why I don't have a boyfriend. What you mad about? If y'all didn't have a conversation to say, hey, are we gonna be in a relationship, or I want to be in a relationship with you? If I go out here and date 2-3 other dudes and we ain't had that conversation, you can't be mad about that. You can't be mad about that. Now, if we have sat down and had the conversation and okay, it's just us. This is what we're leading to. You know, exclusive relationship. This is where we are. And that happens. Yeah, I'm going to feel some type of way about it. I'm
So
feel
why
some
do
type of way
people
about it.
cheat?
Huh?
Why do people cheat?
Well,
Cheating been around since prostitution. It ain't finna go nowhere. I don't care what we try. It's the second oldest sin. So we just got to make everybody, boys and girls, both just got to make better decisions, because it ain't gonna stop. Because some people like the thrill. Some people like doing stuff that they think don't nobody know. So, but it ain't everybody. Some people can actually be in a monogamous relationship. Some people can actually be in a relationship with several people and everybody know. But there's just too many people who like having secrets. So cheating ain't finna go nowhere. You just got to choose better. And you can't be afraid to have uncomfortable conversations and say, hey, exactly what are we doing? Are you sleep with somebody or no? Because if you get naked with somebody, how can you not feel like you don't have the right to ask them if they sleep with somebody else? To me, that's the dumbest thing going. But dudes scared to ask a woman that, women scared to ask dudes that, so everybody's just thinking, oh, well, I don't see you but 3 days a week, so them other 4 days I'm doing this. Everybody thinking something. But ain't nobody, we all grown. I'm going to say what's on my mind. But ain't too many dudes going to walk up and say, yo, I want to sleep with you, you, and you. Because they ain't stupid, because they know one of y'all going to cut them off. But if you don't ask,
the young generation do.
Shit, don't ask, don't tell. Ain't that what everybody keeps saying? Don't ask, don't tell. We don't want to have that uncomfortable conversation.
So it does definitely go back to the conversation that you have when you first get involved with that person. And like my sister said, if nobody's established anything in the beginning, and I choose to go date 2 or 3 dudes, and the person can't be mad and can't say I'm cheating on them if we haven't established something, right?
Yeah. Right.
They ain't supposed to be mad. They gonna be mad. They ain't supposed to be.
They're not supposed to be.
Yeah, because you got feelings and emotions involved, so that happens. Now, you ask why people cheat. I can't tell you why people cheat, but I can tell you why I cheated. I cheated because I felt like I wasn't getting what I wanted at home, and because the conversation that the person and I were having, it led to something more. To where the feelings got deeper on both ends, and we had our conversations about that, but we knew we couldn't do it because hell, both of us was married, so we couldn't take the route we wanted to. So we was just like,
the red flags from the gate.
We gonna stay.
Red flags from the gate.
You're gonna stay. Hey, we're gonna go and try to work this out on both ends. Now the crazy part about it is both of us got nailed divorce. Okay.
So do you agree that we kind of overlook the red flags in the relationships because of what we feel like that's what we want, and then our feelings get hurt and because that person decides to go and screw somebody else, and then we think they cheating on us, but we never did take time to establish, just because we caught feelings, they may not have caught feelings.
And I agree with that, but and that red flag part,
yeah,
I'm big on that, because I tell people, red flags, you're gonna see the red flags of the man or the woman within 2-3 weeks of being around them. You see the red flags. I saw the red flags with my husband in the first. No, I didn't. I'm talking about my second one. Now. The first one, that was a little bit different. The second one, the red flags. When I noticed the red flags, I spoke on it.
Yeah.
And when I said what I had to say on it, it wasn't a thought of, I can change him, or he gonna be this way if we get together. We sat and had a conversation about it, and he made the statement. He said, listen, first of the year, because he's a business owner, first of the year, he said, I shut down. He said, I might have a little attitude, but because that was given to me, guess what? I know what to expect come January, February, because I already know what led to that. So if he gonna shut down, I give him his space and let him have that, and we go from there with it. But now the first marriage, that was a couple of red flags there. I ignored them, but shit, you live and you learn. You live and you learn.
So so you definitely say we see the signs, but sometimes we ignore the signs because we want a warm body.
I definitely feel like you see the red flags of people within a short period of time. But
What they say,
again,
if people
huh?
tell you who they are, believe them the first time. Ain't that
Yeah.
what they saying?
Yeah.
So we just not communicating. Like say like your mate want to hang out,
Mhm.
and you don't.
Mhm.
So your mate gonna go hang out and potentially start finding somebody who like doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
It happens.
It's all about communication, like
It happens.
DDP said.
So
You gotta
should,
have proper communication.
Also,
so should we change? Should we fit into our mate's life? Like do some things our mate like to do.
Yes.
To
Y'all
lessen
need to
them
be
cheating on them?
compatible on that level, because I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody that's boring. I spent 6 years in a relationship where we were basically opposite, and I thought that it would get better, but that person didn't want to. He didn't want to change what he wanted to do. He was very set in his ways.
Mm.
I was the outgoing. I was the outgoing person and wanted to be out and do stuff, not necessarily out in the clubs all the time, but just out and about. And he was more sedentary and wanted to stay at home, but he was a little bit older than me, and so his mindset was, I'm right where I need to be. I don't need
Yeah.
to do nothing else. So it is about your expectations when you are with that person. You will definitely see, sometimes you won't see the signs of them cheating. That's why I said when that gentleman that you played, some of those things he said is truthful. You
Yeah.
have the opportunists, you
Yep.
have the hunters, you have people that are out there, you have cheaters that just like to cheat because that's just in their DNA. That's what they do. You
yeah.
have people that cheat for a place to stay. Because I know me and my girl or my guy ain't good. So I'm gonna go over here and holler at Shorty, and Shorty gonna make sure that I got me a place to stay. Especially right now, it's wintertime, the opportunists. They
Rod,
looking
did you
for
see?
opportunity. Or you have
Robert,
the
did you
ones
see
that
that post
they
I
said,
put up?
What post? The long post you put up?
No, what I said, keep the peace if your name ain't on the list.
and you have the ones that like he said that seek out the weak people. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
The people that seek out weak people and they mindset, and those are the type of women or men that they like to date. And so they cheat on them, and then they come right back to them, and they don't know because they just happy to be with somebody. So basically setting your own self up for failure. But the solution is to have better communication. Well, sometimes even with good communication, if a person wants
Comprehension.
and they want to, yes, add comprehension, because just because we talked about in the beginning, things change and people change in relationships.
Exactly. Growth.
But if your communication starts off great in the beginning, where y'all are on the same page, it shouldn't be an issue. I don't want nobody. I got to feel like I got to watch. I'm not looking in your phone. I'm not chasing you. I'm not looking for you. I'm not doing none of that. That's too much. That's too much effort. I'm sorry. That's too much.
Moretta Johnson said people change every 5 years.
They do, but
the one
at the
you
same
hold
time,
on. The one you start
I'm
with may
sorry.
not be the same person later. Communication and commitment
But
is
I want to
necessary.
still love you and like you too.
But
Do that make sense?
So I guess you got to find out who that person is 5 years later.
Yeah, but
That's
that's
right.
on a person.
You got, but going
Go
back
ahead.
to,
What you
I'm
say,
sorry.
Kirsten?
What's your name, sweetie? I'm not Kirsten. What's your name, sweetie?
Latina.
Latina. Okay, just like Latina was saying, as far as the person knowing what you like and what you do in the beginning, you got to introduce this person to the things that you like in the beginning when y'all dating. Hey, like my husband didn't do the spoken word, but when I introduced him to it, he was like, okay, when we going back? So it's like the things that you like and the things that they like, and if it's something that you've never done, you got to introduce that person to what you're doing as well, because
I
that
did.
is no, I'm not saying you.
Mhm.
And that helps, with building or going forth with that relationship if it happens. But you got to introduce, and that and what she said about the changing, if that person does not have growth and they're not changing, no, I don't want to be with them, because you grow. You grow.
Yeah, but what I was saying was change is different for everybody.
It
Some
is.
Right.
years is a bit is a month. There are some people that change month to month or like week to week. Like it's very.
That's bipolar.
Like honestly, that definitely depends on the person, and also I want to say that Latina touched on something very interesting, which was it's in your DNA. Some people are generational cheaters because they grew up on their mama and their daddy cheating.
Yes.
And their grandparents. And they figure out, okay, we just stick
I ain't
together,
never heard of
but you
generational
know,
cheaters.
this how we go out and
damn.
When something ain't working, I just step out and do what I need to do, but still be at home.
You hit the nail on the head, Kirsten.
Yeah, because I ain't
So
never heard of generation.
when you say generational, you saying from what they saw, right?
Yeah, from what you saw in their experience in your household. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then sometimes you ain't even seeing that experience, but it's just in your blood. Your parents did it. You never knew. But that's part of like healing. Thank you, sweetheart. Healing some generational things. But when you talk to your parents, like when you get older, they open up and tell you stuff that you never knew about when you was younger. And so then you get to understand, oh, okay, this is why I do that. Like, this is why I did that. Like, is yeah.
I think you cheat because you want to cheat. I don't think it's and I understand that. I just think that's something you want to do. That if that's where your mindset is, and I understand the part about if that's something they saw, because if you look at it, it's just like if you take a man that was disrespecting a woman, he grew a boy that saw this coming up. Yeah, for the most, he probably end up being one of the ones that disrespect women every time he see, because he saw that all the time. But the cheated bit in your DNA, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
I think cheating can be brought on. I think cheating can be brought on by a deficiency that one of the mate craves. You know what I'm saying? So like you started out, she was rubbing your back, and now all of a sudden she don't rub your back. She ain't rubbed your back in 2-3 years, and you like getting your back rubbed. And it's sex, like it's some sex acts that some men like. I mean, you got to get it.
But if he or she is not doing,
if he like good oral sex, you got to learn how to get good oral sex. That's just what it is. If you don't, he gonna go get good oral sex. No, I'm just saying. We have an adult conversation.
Right, we are.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
There's things that your mate want that you got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to provide. And when you don't provide, that person go eventually find it somewhere else unless you provide it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's a real good excuse, but that's a reason why a lot of people cheat. You know what I'm saying? Because they want something in a relationship that they're not getting or used to get. You know what I'm saying?
But if you're not getting it anymore, I guess the other thing to that is, have I had this conversation of what was being done in the beginning? It's not being done now. What happened and why? Because a lot of times, hey, we don't discuss this. We'd be like, well, cause she stopped doing it or he stopped doing it, then I'm gonna go out here and do this because they ain't doing it no more. Talk to him and say, hey, you know, it used to be a time where when we first got together, you would do this, and you don't do it anymore. Okay, well, yeah, that might be part of growth. It did again. That might be where they try to wheel your ass in there. Hey, I got them now.
Your mate gonna give you a hint. They always gonna give you a hint. Like you ain't got me no flowers. You ain't got me no. They might say you ain't got no flowers in a minute. Well, hell, I'm finna go out and get some damn flowers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop talking. They're gonna give you a hint. You gonna stop talking.
It's multiple reasons. It's multiple reasons why people cheat, but the solution is multiple solutions as well. Just like you said, if your mate ain't performing the way you think she or he should be performing, then it's a possibility that person's gonna go out and cheat on you. But it all comes back to choice. It all comes back to choice, because in your mind, you still have a choice at the end of the day. I have a choice whether I would want to go out and cheat. My man lives 2,000 miles away, but I haven't cheated on him. And it doesn't mean that temptation is not out here, and it doesn't mean that opportunities haven't presented themselves. It's just my choice not to because I care for him in that manner. So it's based on your choices. If you want, if that's your choice and that's what you're gonna do, then that's what you're gonna do with anything else.
BT, I know you're trying. I know you're trying to keep up with them Astros, man.
No, man. What I wanted to say is, a lot of times, I know men that cheat because women will cut up like they will come up excuse with not wanting to give it up. You know what I'm saying? Like not giving them none for a long time. So and if it's not often enough for the man, I mean, I know that's one reason. Is that unreasonable to like?
No, it's not. It's not. Well,
yeah.
I just tell you this: if you play tank, when I come in the door, you gotta worry about me cheating. Play that damn song. I do whatever it is you want. Let me stop. Oh, okay. Anyway.
Dro, what's up, man?
Dro,
you gonna say something today?
That boy Dro.
What's up, man?
What's going on with you?
I mean, I'm all right, man. Just my job has switched up my schedule a little bit, so they switched me off to like second and third shift, so I wasn't able to be on the show.
Sharon Taylor said, "I wonder why she wouldn't want to give it up."
Yeah, might not be right no more.
Yeah, she's right. It does take both people to keep the romance going in a relationship.
It
know
does.
what I'm saying? Y'all got, I mean,
it does.
I gotta come. You got. I mean, men gotta come home and run the bubble baths and all that, and the glasses of wine and stuff like that, and women gotta show up. Come home. Let the man come home with the with him with the negligee on and all that. We don't want to see. We don't want to see the bonnet and the sweatpants every day. You see what I'm saying?
We don't want to see no ragged ass work suit every day either. You don't put on no other clothes. Come with something.
But see, these are conversations that need to be had.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It does, but it's just, I guess my thing is as far as the cheating thing. If also you gotta, again, going back, you gotta introduce each other to certain things as well. As you get older, and I'm speaking for me and women that I talk to as far as conversations that where we're late 40s and 50s on up. Us as women, our sex drive become even higher when we're in our mid 40s on up.
Damn, that's what's up.
It does. It becomes higher, and it's like it's to the point where you got to come with some bold ass shit to make me, be like, damn, because the sex drive be so high and it be in a different place. You don't want no mediocre shit. You got to come with some shit. And it's just like, it's just like when.
You know why y'all got these old cat popping on these pills, then?
Oh no. Hell no.
Go ahead, finish what you had to say.
No, I'm just saying, it's like, our sex drive becomes like really wild late 40s. Well, I'm gonna take it back with me. That's why I had to speak on me. Mid 40s and on up. And it's just like what's her name? T-Bars from TLC. When she made the song, I Ain't Afraid to Touch Myself. Shit, the first time I touched myself, I was 38 years old. And I thought that was some of the coolest shit. Because 38. That was the first time I ever touched myself. 38 years old. But it was like, and that's what because me coming up, I wasn't into like, I wasn't taught this is, how a man makes love to you and blah, 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 blah. So you went on with the routine. Okay, we had sex. You had orgasm. I had orgasm. Okay, we make love. But it was like now at a certain age, when you start exploring your own body and when you start having that partner that explores your body more than he did before, that shit is amazing and it's different. Now, I'm not going to say it stops the cheating. But hey, that it helps. It helps.
when you're
God.
exploring, when you're doing different things, and I ain't talking about bringing no other party into the bedroom because I don't play that shit. But I'm saying when you and your partner can sit here and you can go to the toy store, when you can sit there and turn some music on, and you do a dance for him, he do a dance. You gotta do some different shit to kind of fuck with the mind and say, damn,
I agree. Turn
this
it up.
shit was amazing.
I agree.
Cause I love to have an orgasm and be like, that shit was so fucking amazing. Oh my goodness. And then 2 hours later, we back at it again. Okay.
Right, run that bitch back.
Right, run it back. So now let me give my disclaimer because my husband noticed as well. I've already said it. I don't care who feels about it. But if he leaves this earth before I do, or we're no longer together, I'm gonna be a cougar and a leopard. You can't come to my house. We gonna either be at your house or the hotel. We gonna do our thing. You go your way, I go mine. That's it.
Then you're gonna fall in love.
No, the fuck I ain't. Not now. Oh, not now. Because with all the stuff that I have seen and experienced, no. Not after this age, it won't be no love. I got too much shit I want to do. I'm traveling. Nah.
Man, what's up? What's up, Charisma?
What's up, brethren?
Yeah, we on the topic. We on the main topic, man. Relationship question. Why do we cheat, man? The signs. What can we do better? What can we do better? What can we do better to lessen cheating in our relationship?
Not a damn thing.
Be more communicative. I mean, communicate better. Be more, be more open to different ideals.
Bam.
Explore. Be more cognitive. Just you gotta do different stuff, man. You gotta go camping. You gotta go whitewater rafting. You gotta go canoeing. You gotta, do different shit, man. You gotta open your mind up. Go to hockey game. I took this one lady to the hockey game. She was older than me. I used to date this lady. Matter of fact, she just hit me up. She just said happy birthday to my mom. I took her to the hockey game for her first hockey game in her whole life. It blew her mind. That jump blew her brains out. I took her to a Thrashers game. We had to it blew her brains all the way out, Jack. You hear me? He was gone. And those type of things women like, man. You got to do different stuff, man. I like to explore, do different stuff. I go to opera.
Did she return that favor after the game?
Oh, look at you.
See, I ain't gonna get all. Come on,
she
bro.
did. She did because of what he said. She did.
She was, she was something else. She was something else. I think I went to. I went in on Shorty. I was young too. She was 43. I was like 28 at the time, so it was over.
I see, cool guy.
It was over. But no, man, I like women that's very open to different things, not like trapped in the same, not old school, like old fat. I like women that's open to different stuff and like make it like you gotta have that same kind of energy. Energy is important when it comes to love making and being a couple. Energy is important, bro. It's women that ain't even that attractive, but they got this energy that's so powerful that can just push all that other stuff away, man. Like even with the love making or whatever, the energy be so powerful, you don't even care about the looks. Sometimes just energy, bro. Y'all just match equally. And it's like that. So I'd have been with pretty women and know what the hell they were doing. And it just destroyed everything. I just left them right, man, I'm out of here. I'm talking about bad women. And I was like, I don't even care how she looked. Your energy mocked up, I'm out of this joint. Get it, ain't even worth it. You know what I mean? I've been with some booger monsters, had the best monsters. I'm talking about porn star level. You know what I'm talking about?
Booger monsters.
Yeah, booger monsters. Like
as Dara said, mud ducks.
Yeah, mud ducks and quackers, quack girls, quack faces. Yeah, man. It's just, it is what it is, man. It's all of your energy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's in your energy, man. But it's just a crazy world nowadays, man. Everybody just, it's all about the looks and how he look and how she look and the body type and muscles, fake booty, BBLs, BBDs, big chest and fake chest and all this, collagen and fake cheeks, and that's what it is, man. Everything.
I had a chick to tell me that she would rather deal with a poly relationship. She said because she said that. She said she'd rather deal with a poly relationship because she said with the shit that she's gone through, and the age that she's at, she says she don't really have time to deal with the games anymore with dudes. She said so she said she would think about doing a poly. That way she knows that he's with her or with the other chick. And I was like,
Man, they
okay.
ain't start getting like that till that man came out, that white dude came out with that sitcom, that show, that probably we had about 80 wives. Nobody was even thinking about that stuff. He came out, that Amish guy. Nobody was even thinking about that.
Well, I think as long as they got him covered on all angles, they might not get cheated on.
Well, it ain't the proper way to do it. God said you don't do it like that.
How are you covered from all angles? Because you got 5 wives, and what's the dude name up in not Oklahoma? What the hell? Is it Arizona? One?
Oh, you talking about the black dude that be on Facebook? With
No, not him. It was a cult. He's in jail now because one of his daughters testified that he was having sex with another daughter that was 13 years old. But this man has 317 children.
Oh wow!
Oh, you don't have to pay child support. You don't got to pay that.
Wow!
Take care of all that.
So I'm like,
he automatically in jail.
You say he got how many children?
She's on the documentary. It said 317.
Hell no. Ain't no way in the world he could have pumped out that many kids.
He had 21 wives.
A white dude?
He had 21 wives.
A white dude?
White dude. But they had, and to show you how they kept everything in the damn community. And I know we on different stuff, but I'm like, how the hell are you fucking 21 women? Like, I mean, I don't know. That I don't know. But
he could have had a problem of addiction or something.
No, he's a cult leader. The cult leaders always have 3. They always have 3 common traits. They want a whole lot of power, a whole lot of money, and a whole lot of women. That's all of them. All of them operate the same.
Yep. Facts, BT. Facts.
All right, y'all. We up on our part and comments. You know what I'm saying?
I missed the thing about Takeoff. I was trying to catch up, but I had late break.
Yeah, we hit that third, brother.
Just yeah.
Every day for 21 days.
What she say?
She say he doing it every day for 21 days.
Yeah, he doing something, but ain't nowhere in the hell. I mean,
then he start all over from top.
Now, okay, I just want y'all to hear this right quick. Tell me what y'all think of this. The Amish community, and the cult, because I've really looked into a lot of the stuff that they do, the documentaries and everything, health wise, all that. I just find it weird that they're in their own community. You got a man that has 21 wives. He's screwing all of them raw, but y'all don't hear anything about their health issues. Anybody dying of cancer? Anybody got AIDS? Anybody got any sexual transmitted disease? I'm not saying it don't happen, but that shit don't go on in there. Even with me speaking to somebody that was part of that, and I said it's just amazing to me that
law states.
Huh?
They live in common law states, and plus, when in the Amish community, okay, they don't deal with a lot of things that we deal with, far as in society, far as like TVs, cars, electronics. You know, they still ride horses and wagons. You know, it was before slavery hit America, or whatever you want to call this. It was Amish black people living here free before slavery even happened. It was black folk that was Amish that was living here first, before slavery even came about.
But it's just I just find it so amazing that how we have so many health issues, especially when it comes to sexual stuff, versus they don't deal with that shit in their community.
They don't telemarket their stuff because they don't believe in They don't do that. They
right. They don't. But and this is what makes me say the stuff that Dr. CB speaks of is absolutely real. When he said I can cure AIDS, cancer, and all that shit. That's what makes me think and say, yeah, I really believe, that's the way it is. Because if you got thousands and thousands of people in this little small community.
Yeah, a lot of people got shut down trying to talk about Dr. CB too. Nick
I know.
They still push.
All right, y'all. We in the part and comment section, y'all.
Okay, all the way.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Sit down. I go first.
Okay.
The Phillies up.
Hey, well, tonight was a good show. I'm glad to be back. Rest in peace to Takeoff. I mixed that whole part too. But his soul wise and power. That was a sad situation.
Yes, it
But
was.
I would just like for everybody to, free your mind. Be a free thing. Like have an open mind when it comes to everything around you, because right now we're living in a very interesting time and a lot of stuff is going on and happening. Just make sure you maintain an open mind, but also maintain your peace, because a lot of shit can bring you down and drive you crazy if you allow it to. Okay, and I love all y'all, and let's continue to heal together. And I will see y'all next week. I'll be back next week.
All right, honey. Take care of yourself.
Actually, next week is election too, so we gonna take a week off and come back, the following week. So yeah, I'll give y'all time to go vote for Herschel Walker.
Hell no.
Don't start no mess tonight.
Okay, so look, what is Latina?
Oh,
yes.
Okay. I need for you to link with me because I'm getting ready to start doing some spoken word events as well.
She in another state though. So
she in another state.
Yeah, I'm in Oklahoma, but I'm gonna come down. I'm making a point. 2023. I'll be in Atlanta. I'll come down to y'all way.
Okay.
So I'll hook up with you when I come that way.
Gotcha.
But y'all can do something right here before y'all leave. You know what I'm saying?
Do what?
Well, I got something for y'all ways. But
okay,
I'm gonna
okay, y'all do y'all part come in. Do y'all part come in, then we'll come back.
You had something to say, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. I just look.
Go ahead, Kirsten, baby.
I was just gonna tell everybody happy November 1st, 2022.
Yes.
This
Birthday.
is a powerful
My mom's birthday.
day numerically,
11/01/2022.
numerology or whatever. But yeah, it's a lot of, this is a very powerful day. And those are some things into the universe. Pray a lot of things you've been trying to give, pray to God and whatever you need to do. But this is a great day to manifest and put them blessings out there, and they're gonna come quickly. Okay. All right. Love y'all. And that's the last thing I want to say.
All right, you take care of that baby now.
Okay.
Take care of the baby and the little one.
Okay, I will. Thank you. Okay. Good night.
Let me get in the middle name now. She heard up.
Robert, you gonna come and sing at my sipping shop?
What you want me to sing?
Are you gonna come and sing?
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can book me.
Don't play with me.
Oh, Lord.
Charisma, we need you to start coming back on time, because Rob was trying to beat me up tonight, but I still love him.
I go on break at 8:30. But I'm trying to get the schedule going now. So, like I said,
he got a little hostile the first part of the show. He got
Robert, you being hostile to the women. I thought
he got a little hostile.
I thought you was a Teddy Pendergrass of the crew.
They just sensitive, man.
Anyway.
You better be glad I've been listening to your gospel music, because I've been listening to your gospel. I've been listening to your music lately, and I like your album, so I might like you today.
Charisma, you make a man that they'll start speaking the truth, that the real devil come out.
So what I was talking about was fact, right? When I said you can't be nice. Remember,
Rob was talking smack tonight, Charisma. He was trying to beat up on me, but it's all good.
Charisma, they stop. They go from talking about how they feel about it to how they you know what I'm saying. They go talking about.
See, you can't even get it out because you're lying.
That's how you know he's telling the story already.
You're lying.
I'm gonna call your mama, because I know you be at the game with her. I'm gonna tell on you. You keep on.
And then, wait a minute. Then you see how when he started talking about certain things, he got to stay going to stutter it like
doing like Deion Sanders.
I didn't know exactly what word to say. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever. But anyway, I'm about to get off this.
They go from the clean version to the
dirty version.
You know, it's the dirty version.
Oh, y'all did all that. So when I ain't on here, y'all just turning up. Y'all turn up when I ain't on here.
Nah, Rob be turning up when you ain't on her. We need to balance. You need to come back.
Oh, I'm gonna come back and look at it. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna go back and look at it. See what he been saying tonight.
So y'all will get y'all porn comments or not?
I'm giving mine because I'm getting ready to go. I got to get ready for this trip.
Where you
I am
going?
doing sip and shop. I am looking for 20 vendors. It might be about 10 now because I got to check the numbers. I think we have 10. But sip and shop December 3rd. You can inbox me at Kissed by Bella Bodies Essentials on Facebook. You can contact me on there if you would like to be a vendor. Robert is going to be singing at the event. Right.
My manager.
So y'all make sure y'all come.
My manager number.
And you know that situation with the young man though, that kind of touched me because, you know,
we're all affected.
Right. And that really kind of like put me in a different space watching that, especially when, you know, I'm a mother of a male, well, 2 men. And it is, you know, and I try to tell them every day, when you go out here, just be mindful of and pay attention to your surroundings, because you already got strikes on you. But y'all have a good night. And Rob, I'll call you, but I'm not calling no manager. You need to come out there and sing for me. You owe me that.
I owe you that.
You owe me that.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
you know, friends. You know, friends.
Okay.
That's what friends do.
So I'm booking you for the next couple of shows on this show. Then
you booking me? What am I doing?
You coming on? You having discussions. Discussing the topics. You know
okay, so what I need to do is make sure that I shut everything down around that time so I can be on here. I can do that. I can work on that.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Okay, just make sure December 3rd from 10 to 3. If you come at 11 and sing, that would be good.
What day they gonna be on?
Come and give the ladies
something. On a Saturday?
It's on a Saturday.
Oh, it's gonna be ladies there? Oh, I'll be there.
Yeah, all ladies.
I'm just playing. I'm just messing.
But we're doing, and ladies, we are doing, like I said, the sipping shop. We're doing mimosas and appetizers there. We got some good vendors so far. So we got music. Of course, Rob is gonna be singing. We got a DJ. But that's it. Y'all have a good night.
Good night. It was nice seeing you.
You too.
I'm
and
I'm
gonna get your information because we're getting ready to crank up this spoken word thing.
Absolutely.
You
all right, y'all. Peace and blessings.
You got spoken word. You want to do real quick? A short one.
Who, Tina?
You.
Oh shit. Wait. Oh.
If you ain't ready, we'll get the next one. So you ain't prepared. You ain't prepared.
But you didn't tell me I was doing that.
We'll see you next week. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because see you in 2 weeks.
You
have a good night.
Okay, I'll have a good night.
Good night, Bella.
And what is charisma? What's his name? Charisma?
Yes.
Go get you a couple more cougars, booby.
Listen, don't get him started. That's a whole show. We'll be here all night.
Cougars. You know, hey, you know them cougars have that walk now. Okay, bye. See y'all later. Bye bye.
You want to be a cougar so bad?
I am a cougar, baby. I'm older than my husband, so I am a cougar.
Wow.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
You better put your paws in one person. That's all.
What?
Keep putting your paws in that one person.
I'm doing that. I said charisma. I didn't say me.
You say you're a cougar.
I am a cougar. My husband, I'm older than my husband, so I'm a cougar.
Good night, Bella. Go up there and scratch him up.
Oh, my goodness.
Go up there and scratch him up, then.
I might just meow on him. How about that?
Oh man.
Well, you got to roar.
Look at charisma. Oh man.
All right, Bella.
Oh Lord, man. Now y'all all kinds of stuff started.
Appreciate you.
Bella.
That's what the show need to be about. The show need to be about that.
Bye.
See you later.
Right.
My Bella picture.
Log off.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give my pardon. So it was a real interesting night, and I'm grateful for this platform. Thank you, Rob, for always including me. I appreciate that. My condolences to Takeoff and his family. Of course, we never want to hear about anyone in our community getting killed. whether they are celebrity status or whether they just our friend's son or our own son or cousin, nephew, brother, uncle, husband, or friends. So my condolences goes out. It was a tragic loss for our community once again. Um, Also, I still stand by what I say. A lot of times, when you are trying to build yourself and you're trying to elevate it to a new life, sometimes you have to change people, places, and things. So sometimes we have to learn how to look at the man in the mirror and change self. And so that's good. We have to be the change we want to see. Um, and also, I am about to be a published author soon. Be on the lookout.
Yeah.
January is the target month. I don't have a date yet, but once I get secure, I will make sure that I announce it here. So you guys be on the lookout. I got a new urban fiction that's coming, and I can't give details right now, but once I get everything secure, I will make sure I'll announce it here first on this show, the Everyday People Show. And let me give you this quick little poem, and I'll be out your way. Haunted memories of my past keep clouding my mind. Like a train headed for a train wreck, but just before I crash, you saved me. So, peace and love. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, that was short. Hey, and congratulations, you know what I'm saying? I wish
Thank
you
you. And Charisma, thank you, honey. You my friend to the end, you know.
Yeah, I know it, baby.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
I'll see you when you get to the A.
All right. Later.
All right now. Black man.
What's up, bro?
What's going on with you, man?
Hey, man, just
we chopped that up first. We're gonna talk a little bit more about Kanye with another angle about, you know what I'm saying, how
about my boy.
Yeah, like how people are more outraged when he, you know, talk about the Jews than we talk about the black, you know what I'm saying?
Same thing.
But we ain't gonna get all deep into that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Kyrie breaking it down, but they ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying? It's I want to really talk about that because it's deep. I wish. Well, did Jermaine and Jerome come on the show about it? About Kanye?
No, we didn't talk about it. We you know what I'm saying?
Talk about that next week, bro.
We didn't have time to talk about it because we're having an offset kind of like
threw everything off.
Went long. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you mean takeoff? Yeah.
Yeah, takeoff. Yeah, that was it. Takeoff.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I got early morning call about that, man. I woke up, I didn't know what was going on. I got the story best as I could, what had happened and everything. But you know, sometimes, like I said, you gotta take responsibility as being somebody's uncle, the oldest person. Sometimes you can't, you know us coming up, growing up, especially we seen them dice games at English Park, man. And, you know, them crazy games, man, how they used to get, man. It's just dice games, no good. Never no good, bro.
Yep.
But, you know, he wasn't even around the area when it happened. You know what I'm saying? He's just chilling.
Well, he had to be around the area. He got shot. You know
I know he got shot by the dude standing next to him.
Close.
I know he got shot by the dude standing next to him. It was a mistake. Because when the shots went off, he just started shooting and hit him by mistake. He didn't get shot by the bullet that the people were shooting at him.
Well, that's what they say, but you know what I'm saying? The whole story will come out in about a week or two.
You'll see.
When the police start questioning folk, they'll start telling.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous though.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, but good to see you, man. The time you do come on, man. Appreciate you stepping up in this place, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to give a part of the comment before you go? You got the floor.
Yeah, I just want to say, man, hey, let's just, once again, take off, man. Rest in power, man. Rest in peace, man. My condolences to your family, man. And I hope that this would, help Quavo become better and more mature in certain options and details in his life where he can, think better and be more consistent on what he's doing and to help him out, and his family and Offset as well, maybe they can merge again and squash the beef they had or whatever they had going on far with the family. And I just want to say happy birthday, Mom. You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday, Mom.
Just want to say hi to my, I love my family and everybody, man. My brothers, my sister, my aunts, uncles, and cousins, my new niece, Chloe. I I just want to say I love the show, man. I love y'all, man, and we got to keep this thing going, man. And I don't really have much to say today or any quotes because it's been a weird week. But I just try to stay positive, so I won't think about the negative. I'm just, staying up, man, staying true.
All right, man. Good to see you again, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
One of us got one team. One of our team got to make it this year, man. The Hawks or the Fowls, man. We number one.
The Hawks or who?
The Falcons. Fowls.
Man, I hope they do. I'm hoping for the best. We're prepared for the worst.
We'll be all right, man. We'll be all right. Trade deadline was today. I hope we got something. But if we didn't, it's all good. But we need a receiver. So I'm looking at it like I wish we'd got Beckham or either get that boy from Oakland, Adams. But I think he locked in. But if he wasn't locked in, we could use Adams. He'll get locked.
I saw they just traded Kevin Ridley today.
They did?
Yeah, they traded him to Jacksonville.
Okay,
for some picks.
Well, Ridley gone then. You know what I'm saying?
Well, anyway, man. Yeah. Let's get up out of here, man.
All right.
Holler at you next week, man.
Roger that.
Peace out.
Peace.
All right, y'all. So I got to say goodbye. I appreciate everybody for commenting, tuning in. I love y'all. And guess what? Y'all can't do nothing about it. Peace out. In 2 weeks. See y'all in 2 weeks. Peace. Peace.